What is nice, good architecture? There are a lot of answers. Good architecture can be a project for the client is good. Good architecture can be something that is connected with the ambient. Good architecture can be also something that you can cut the problem or the situation that you can live outside.
Welcome to Perspectives, a series of conversations with people we meet and work with along our journey in Bali.
I'm Arnaldo Puglia. I'm an Italian architect and interior designer. I came from the south of Italy, but I study in Milano on the north of Italy, where I opened my first office, DNA Associates. DNA Associates started these steps almost 20 years ago, and after that I opened another structure in Dubai. And we are working as usual for the residential, shops, offices, and now on the last few years we are starting also to work in Bali, where we have a lot of clients that are interested in my kind of architecture. So we are doing some villa, village, resort, and we are going on. We will see if we will open another office also here in Bali. It's very complicated to explain what is the architecture, because the architecture is a mix of things, emotion, and you have to change every time because it's a work in progress, because we don't have an architecture for example, in my experience from the last 20 years till now. We have to change, we have to study every time because the places are different, the people are different, the requests are different. So the architecture is something that it can change every time, step by step. The process of my project is amazing because you can start from the concept of the project, so from the first sketch, the first research of the material, everything with the client is a mix with the experience to explain what they want and what we can do. And step by step, month after month, you can see something that is growing up and take shape of my idea, because we started with the project. So renders, plans, material and everything. And after on site, you can see that your dream, they come true. Every month you can see this like a baby. So you can see that it's going up, growing up every day. So you can think all the best, that it has to be straight without any problem, but for sure during this process you will find a lot of problems that you have to solve step by step, because on the drawings, on the project, it's perfect. AutoCAD, for example, it's a line that it will be 2 meters, but on the site, on the situation, every day you have to change and modify everything during the project, during the works. So you have to follow every day the situation to manage properly all the inconvenient or change. Sometimes it can be also something, wow, I didn't thought of this situation, it's better that we can follow this side now. And probably something is better. So it's something that every day, for sure it will be the same idea, project, concept, but you can find some different way to go straight on the goal of the project. My relation with the material is important things for me, because I love the material, especially the natural raw material. As for my style, usually I will use 2-3 material for a project. I don't like to mix a lot of things together, and probably it's also something that is describe my style with my client and everything. So for me, the research is very important to select the best material for the context of the project, for the style of the clients, also for the ambient, because all the project for me has to be connected with the place where we will do. So for example, in Milano we have some material and a style. In Bali, something different. For sure also Dubai has a different kind of material. So we have to study every time and mix the place, the clients, the style that we wanna realize. What is a nice, good architecture? There are a lot of answers that I can give you about this question. Good architecture can be a project that for the client is good. Good architecture can be something that is connected with the ambient. Good architecture, it can be also something that you can cut the problem or the situation that you can live outside, so the real life traffic, smoke, stress and everything, and inside you can find your space. So there are a lot of things to say it's a good architecture. Depends, first of all, for sure, the request of the client, what they want, what we want to do. For example, if you have to do an residential, an apartment, a villa, you have to respect the exigence of the client. If they love to spend time on the kitchen or living room, but if you have to do another kind of a project like a gym, you have to study properly something that you can connect this place in a nice harmony situation to have a concentration for the sports or other things. Same things for an office. So it depends. There are a lot of answers that I can give you about a good and nice architecture. The architecture, my work is very difficult. Sometimes I say that we are not designer or architect, we are also psychological doctor because we have to understand properly what the people, the clients want. And it's not easy because we know that in that few months we have big responsibility because we have the dream of these people in our shoulder. We have to manage money for these people, budget, everything. And it's not easy because we started with an easy project with the drawings, renders, and the people, they start to say, oh, wow. During this process it's very difficult to manage the clients because it's not easy during the process to understand the step. There is moment that you think that something is wrong, the space are wrong, the material wrong, because it's not easy for people that are doing, doctors, banker, other people, to understand what happened in this moment on site. So it's difficult to manage sometimes the client because they are a bit anxious because they say, oh no, for example, the room is too small, but it's not true. So you have to manage properly also this situation. At the end, usually, luckily for me, they are always super happy about final project. Like a wife, you have this nice wedding together, experience together, but there are moments that it's a bit difficult to manage, but at the end, everything is going on. I arrived in Bali with a client almost 5 years ago because I did a project for him in Dubai, and they involved me for this new challenge in Bali. And it's very nice because the atmosphere is very different from the previous one that I lived before, because as I told you, I came from Milano, after Dubai, Bali. And it's very nice because the atmosphere is very different from the previous one that I lived before, because as I told you, I came from Milano, after Dubai. So Bali is very far from my previous experience because it's very close with the nature, with the style, Balinese style. It's something different. It's very nice to work with this new mood that they give a lot of new input. That, to be honest, I'm using also with the other project in Europe, in Dubai. So I are mixing a bit of experience. I bring something that I learned somewhere, and then now I'm exporting also something from Bali to the other place, like Dubai, for example. I'm doing now some wellness where the mood is very close to Bali, because Bali is very famous for this space of wellness, yoga, Pilates. So everything is working together now. But it's very nice now to extend my project also in this country, in this place. So I think that the architecture is a mix of everything. For example, I love cook, I love clothes. So the beauty, it's always something very important everywhere in my life, everything in my life. So it's a mix of everything, because if you have this feeling, this emotion, it's easy to transmit in each project, in each experience that you are doing. So in the architecture, the beauty is everything. It can be a nice project if it's not beauty. So it's connected, and it's a part of my life from when I was young, because I'm born in a place with a lot of women, and I learned the beauty from when I was a baby, after the kitchen with my grandmom. So it's something that is connected, the taste, the colors, the smell, everything. And after it's transformed all this experience in the architecture. Till now I mix every time this mix it's probably because we are lucky, because we are Italian. Historically, we have a beautiful place, a beautiful country, beautiful Italy. So we transport our beauty in each project, in each plate, in each clothes, everything. Our last project in Bali that we are going on, it's Balivano, because it's connected the name of the client with Bali, of course. It's in Cemaji, and it's a nice place. So we started with the first plans, we studied the place. I came here before all the work to understand properly the situation, the view, the sea, everything. And now the project is going on. It's amazing to see how it's going, take the dimension, the structure, the shape of the project. Balivano, it's an amazing structure, very strong, because you can see big villa, you can see properly the power of this place. It's a bit different from the typical villa in the Bali, because it's like a temple, if you want, and also because, for example, I studied the pool on the top of the roof. Why? Because it's like a hill, this place. The view of the sea is not easy, so I thought that best view was on the top of the villa, and so on the top you can see all the area around, the beautiful sea in front of you, and at the meantime you can live inside on that space with the pool. And downstairs for sure we have a nice garden with this villa that it's structured in a very nice position. As I said, this villa it's structured in two different plots. One is for the living and the bedroom of the master bedroom. And on the top of this we have the pool that I said. The other plot it's for the 3 guest rooms, and under this one we have an amazing kitchen. The finishing of this place it's a bit of a color of the soil, so it's connected with the ambient around. It's a bit strong, the shape, because are these 2 buildings very clean, geometrical. It's not the typical shape of Bali, but it's connected with the land, with the soil, with the colors of the place. Also, this project is also for me amazing. Another living room that is under the living room, so we create like a theater, amphitheater, with this step where the people they can live outside, not inside, because Bali is also nice because the weather is always nice. Yes, sometimes it's raining, but it's okay. But it's nice also to spend time close to the garden. So we created 2 different living rooms. One up close with the windows, everything with a nice view, and another one downstairs with this step, this open space close to the garden, where the people they can spend time, talk, drink something, directly connected with the nature around.